Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. You know what? I'm going to share something with you guys. It's a couple things that I'm going to share here. Actually, this happened yesterday. I was actually visiting my mom. So you know, whenever me and my mother get together, there's always some foolishness. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start right here with the fact that I was dog tired yesterday. Okay, so, because lately, I'm going to start here. Lately, I've been really burning it. I've been sewing some stuff, and I've been doing my videos, and then all my other stuff that I do during the day. But this is just kind of what I do. I will run myself down to the wire. That's just kind of what I do. And I know it's not good, but that's what I do because there's just not enough hours in a day to do everything that I want to do. So anyway, I only really require, and I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I only really require like maybe 3-4 hours of sleep, and I'm good. I run off of that. So I was pretty much up all day the day before yesterday, all day and all night. I literally was up all night. I was sewing and carrying on. I did some videos. And I laid down like an hour before time to get my baby boy up for school. So it was just an hour, and that was kind of like a bad idea, I think, because generally when you try to do that, you always end up more tired than what you were anyway. And I really wasn't tired. I was still running off of adrenaline, but I said, let me go lay down, you know. So anyway, I did that and took him to school, did all that, got up, come right back in. Had to do videos because that's what I put out, my Empire video, and I put out my, just a couple of videos. So I'm steadily going. Then I had told one of my cousins that I would do her hair. So I've done the videos and I started back sewing. Now at this point, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So I said, okay, I'm tired. Now I could feel like everything going running down. I said, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to lay down for about an hour because I knew she was supposed to get here about 11:30. 11:30. So I said, cool, I'm going to go lay down for an hour. That just was the worst because that just made me even more tired. So get up, I do her hair, I finish all that up. By this time, it's time to go pick the baby up from school. I go pick the baby up. We go up to my mom's. So we're up there doing the whole, he's doing homework and all of that. And I could see my mother was already in one of her clowning moods, which is normal. So she's clowning. So now, like when I say I'll crash and burn, baby, I will crash and burn. I'm on answering you guys' comments. I'm going through the comments because that's like I tell you, it's not a joke. I read every comment that you guys post. I may not respond to every comment, but I read every comment that you post. So if you're saying something to me, I hear you. I've seen what it was because it comes through my phone as well. So I'm looking at some as they come through. And then when I'm not, and I have downtime, I sit down and I actually read through every comment. So keep commenting because I hear you and I see you out there and I appreciate that. But anyway, so I'm going through the comments and I can feel myself drifting. Now, I don't need to do anything special to fall asleep, okay? I will sit straight up at the computer and go to sleep. You know, once I'm in when my mind is not racing, like I'm at my mother, so I know we're in a safe environment. The baby's fine. I'll crash. And it's like, I'll just do it. I'll just fall out. And they laugh at me and they tease me all the time about it. And then my mom always teases about how I talk in my sleep and how I fight in my sleep and all that stupidness. But anyway, long story short, I'm sitting there and I've fallen off to sleep. Now, there's some other things that you need to know about me and my sleep thing. Because just like I can sit at the table and I can fall asleep, there's some rules about when I'm sleeping. And the people who are closest to me, they know. Or when they don't know, they learn. But the last thing I remember when I was falling off to sleep, I was asleep. And I remember my mother saying, "Did you just hit me?" So I'm like, this is too much. This is just too much. And I'm like, at this point, I can't even function. I get up from the table. I go in my mom's room and I laid across her bed. Now, I'm done. At that point, I was out for like maybe maybe 3 hours or so. 3, possibly 4 hours. I was asleep, like really sleep. I did jump up one time because my son was in there giving my mother the blues, and I could hear him, and he's going on, and he's crying, and he's just giving her the blues, and she's like, you're really getting on my nerves. So I had to like get up and go yank him up and get his ass together. Yeah, because I don't sleep really that hard. When I'm asleep, when some shit jumps off, I'll jump up in a sleep stupor and still get his motherfucking ass together. But he had my mother in there, and they were going at it, and he was doing all that crying and carrying on, and she just was like, them two, they're ridiculous. It's like trying to separate ice cubes. He gets on her nerves. Then when I say something, she gets mad at me. Now, you process that. I don't know what the hell that's all about, but you're not going to aggravate my mother. I'm going to always intervene, and she just sit over there and the both of y'all's ass can be mad. It don't make me no difference. But I had to jump up and do that. But anyway, so I go through all that. So later on, we're still up at my mom's. I'm up at this point. Now they got me cooking. Nobody could cook nothing while I was sitting over there asleep. So I'm up there cooking now. And my aunt, I have an auntie that lives across the hall from my mother that comes over most days, and they play on the computer and whatever, and they just enjoy that. But now my auntie, she's laughing. And I tell her, I said, auntie, I said, I feel really bad because I think I popped her earlier today. You know what I mean? So my mother's sitting over there. Now, the thing is, she didn't got over there. Now she and her feelings, and she feeling some kind of way. She's saying, I know you're not motherfucking making jokes about the fact that you hit me. And I'm like, no, I'm not making jokes. But it was just so crazy because it all was coming back to me as I'm like processing, like, I think I hit her. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and I felt really bad. And I could tell from her response, she was feeling some kind of way about it. So I'm like, well, I don't know what happened. So she gets to explain it to my aunt. And now this is when the shit gets funny. So she's telling my auntie, she's like, yeah. She said, I went over there by him. She said, you know how he goes to sleep, girl. Because that drives my aunt crazy. Well, she's older. My auntie's older. And it just drives her nuts when I start doing this falling asleep, sitting up thing. Because I'll be sitting there and she'll be like, boy, you're going to hit your head or something. Child, no. I'll do it, child. I got it down to a science, like a heroin addict, honey. I'll be leaning asleep, but it drives my aunt crazy. So and they tease me about it all the time. So I was saying, I was over there sleeping, and my mom's telling her a story. She's like, yeah, she said, girl, she said, you can't touch him when he sleep. She said, I accidentally touched him. She said, I was reaching over there to get my purse, and I accidentally touched him. That bastard hit me. So I'm like, well, then why are you feeling some kind of way when you already know what the boundaries are? You know I didn't hit you on purpose. She said, oh, well, listen, let me tell you something. When I looked over at you, if you didn't have that old dumbass sleep look you be having on your face, I'd have fucked you up. I'm like, this is crazy. My mother is crazy. I keep telling you all, something's wrong with her. She all in her feelings over there. She didn't think the shit was funny. Now, I couldn't stop laughing at that point. But it just it was one of them stupid things. And I did. And until she started acting a fool and clowning, I really did feel bad about popping her. Because I did. I think I elbowed her or something. But the whole thing is, when I sleep, I don't like to sleep. I never did. And my mom was always telling people this story. But when I was a kid, I had told my mother, I said, there's not enough hours in a day. So I realized that really, really early on. There's not enough hours in a day to do all the things that I want to do, okay? So I never liked sleeping. So I really will fight to stay woke. And I've done that since I was a little boy. I hate to sleep. And I've always felt like it was a waste of time. But, you have to sleep. So that's just something I would say. My mother would always say, you're crazy. You've always been crazy. Crazy ass. So I'm sitting there. And the other thing is, when I do sleep, now I'll do that crazy thing where I'll sit up at the table and I can sit there for hours. Like I could literally sit for hours and sit straight up and sleep. I can do that. And it's weird. And I shouldn't do it because when I do it, my body aches. When I wake up, it's like, I don't know what that's about, but my body literally aches when I do that. But what the fuck, I'll do it. Because it happens a lot when I'm writing. I wake up a lot of times. I have a page full of Z's or a page full of, I'll do that. That happens a lot when I'm writing, that kind of thing. But anyway, so when I'm asleep, you really can't touch me. Don't touch me. Like in a dating situation, I'm not good for that. Anybody that ever try to date me, honey, and you try to do some night crawling, don't do it. Don't do it. You'll get your ass whipped and handed to you on a platter. Don't do it. And for those, I know it's going to be in the comment, what the hell is night crawling? Night crawling is, you know, when you just go on and get a little taste from your partner. You get a little taste of something, but you will not be smiling when you're done. You cannot touch me while I'm asleep. When I'm in a sleep, and I do sleep pretty light at times, most times. Sometimes I'll fall deep in, and that's the worst, you know. But my kids even know, like my mom, I will hear her sometimes say to Dawn Trey, don't touch him. You know not to touch him, you know. And they've kind of gotten trained to they kind of hang out at the door and be like, Daddy, you know, that kind of thing, and talk to me if I'm asleep, because I really will hurt you. Again, I don't like to sleep. It's when you're literally, I think, in your most vulnerable state, because I don't really know exactly what's going on around me. So it kind of makes me nervous. So, you know, there's got to be some room in between me and everything else. At all times, there's always a blanket or a comforter or something on my bed. I will never sleep without something over me. And I don't know if that's just a comfort thing, because there's something in between me and the world outside. It's the blanket I got. I don't know. It's just crazy. But I need something in between. And that's what happened with my mother. There was nothing in between us. I'm sitting there, and when she bumped me, now I need to create space around me. And I think that's what happened. I kind of like elbowed her, but it was getting her back away from me. I need space. I need to make sure, you know, because you got to have a minute to get yourself together when you sleep. So I need to make sure I got time to get you from away from me. So that's how she got busted up yesterday. She got popped. But she don't think the shit's funny. We thought it was really funny. Me and my auntie cracked up laughing just at the fact that she was really all in her feelings about it and threatening me. I'm like, lady, go sit down. I'm 5'9". She's shorter than me. My mother's got to be 5 too damn little to be talking all that shit. That's what she is. But she's a mess. She is a hot mess. But we laughed and we laughed and laughed. And I said, let me go on here and share this with you guys. Y'all always hear me talk about little things that she says and stuff like that. My mother is hilarious, and she doesn't think that she's hilarious. She just be so serious about her bullshit that she be going through. But she was feeling some kind of way yesterday. And I was Dutch said, if you had not had that dumbass sleep look you be having, I'd have fucked you up. I said, girl, go ahead some damn where. Just a mess. But anyway, so about nothing. I just felt like sharing that. I just thought it was funny. It was a funny story. So that's that. I just shared it. Thumbs up if you like, thumbs up or thumbs down. I can't even talk. Thumbs up or thumbs down. You guys know how that works. And don't run up on me when you see me sleep, because you might get fucked up. Just know that. Anyway. All right, guys. So I will talk with you later. See you guys later. Bye.